2021 success come to us. Hello, I'm Wing Yi. I'm a life coach. This year we have a series of videos talking about how to lead a road to success. So if you want to succeed, you will know that it isn't easy, right? But if you want to prevent failure, it seems it's much easier. So where does the failure comes from? The failure often comes from something bad happened unexpectedly. And what usually is our response? We always complain and grumble, right? However, successful people often deal with these kind of situations very quickly. So, today I would like to talk about why and how successful people can do this. Successful people are often a good problem solver, and because they know that what is their circle of influence. So, first of all, what is circle of influence? Let's discuss about it. Circles of influence often occurs with circle of concern. Circle of concern is an area that there are something you can't control, such as the news, the environment, people's words, and even your fate. Whereas circle of influence is an area that something that you can control and make changes. And if you focus on this area, your life can change. So, what is circle of influence? The example of circle of influence is your way of thinking, your emotion, and your action and response. So, where can we take an example? Let's take Hong Kong as an example. In 2003, there was another pandemic happened in the world called SARS. And SARS was also a widespread coronavirus, and it spread all over the world. And can you guess what is the circle of concern in Hong Kong that time? Yes, it was the news. And there are so many news, and the SARS spread all over Hong Kong. And one building we called Amoy Garden was condemned with virus, and many people living there were infected and died. And the price of all the buildings in that area were plummeted. And even a female doctor was died because she was infected during her performing her duty. And this news made us so frightened and shocked. And on the street, we all wore masks, and there was also suspension of classes that time like today. But what did we focus about that time? What was our circle of influence? Yeah, and the authority that time found that 1 to 99 bleach solution could help. And all citizens apply this recipe to clean their houses, the button of the elevator, and the lobby. And we still could maintain positive emotion that time. And even we always chat with each other with ICQ. Do you remember that? And what we were thinking was just focusing on the work and the lessons we have. And we also focus on our personal hygiene. And with such a focus, what was the result? Yeah, the SARS disappeared very quickly. But you might say, wait, Wing Yi, this time is different. Yes, this time is different because the game has leveled up. So our tackling skills and tackling mindset has also to level up. So it always has a way, and there is something we can do. And there are 3 things you must do now. And what is this? The first is you must discern what is your circle of concern and circle of influence. What is in your control and what isn't. Know the difference. And with this, second, we must have a strong belief. And what belief we should have? And the universe always tells us that don't worry too much. And here are some words come from the Bible. And let me read it to you. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barn. Yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable you are than birds. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? So, the length of our life, when will we die? This in God, this is just a little thing, but still we can't control. So why do we still worrying about what? So don't worry. And third, with this in mind, with knowing that there are a lot of things we can't control, with knowing that we don't have to worry too much. But what should we do? Take action with faith, and do something that you know about. Just do something that is already presented in front of you. Believe that it still can change your life. So, to wrap up, we have to understand that there are a lot of things we can't control, and we have to admit our limit and just take action with faith. Do something that we know about and do something that we need to do, and believe that it still can change our life and still can change our fate. And they say, man proposes, God disposes. So just do and believe.